Everyone has a collection they love to collect. For some, it may be an exciting book or novel series. For others, it may be paint and paintbrushes. But for me, my collection is records, or more specifically, vinyl. Since late May of 2018, I've been collecting vinyl from several of my favorite artists, from the Beatles to Metallica. Now, I would love to show you my entire collection, but to do that in one video would take over 2 hours long, which would become a little boring. So to make it a little more watchable, I split my collection into a series, which meant that the videos would now take less than 1 hour long each. In early August 2025, I went through my entire collection to see how I would split this collection up. I decided that the best way to make these videos more watchable was split them into when I got each of them. In this video, I will be taking a look at all the albums I got in the first half of March 2025. Okay, now it's time to look at the third batch of albums I got in the year 2025. First up is actually diversity from my usual rock collection. This is actually a hip-hop album in the Beastie Boys. Another Target exclusive indicated by this Obi strip. Anyway, this is their 1986 debut album, Licensed to Ill. The classic front cover. Brought to you by Def Jam Recordings. A cool little front and back cover combined as they go together very well. There's the gatefold, showing the Beastie Boys outside. We have a replica of the original inner sleeve, Def Jam Recordings, with this top opener and the credits. The actual track listing's on the disc itself. But this is actually kind of a cool... This is what they call a bone color vinyl. A sort of white-ish vinyl, but it looks very, very nice. This is the Def Jam label, 2023 reissue. But look at this. That looks incredible. This bone vinyl. They really had to fight for their right, didn't they? And next up, I got this at the same time, which is also from Target. It's Nirvana's iconic Nevermind album. Again with the Obi, although this one's a bit harder to get put up correctly. I think it works better with gatefolded albums, and obviously this album isn't gatefolded. Alright, so here it is. DGC, subsidiary for Geffen Records, David Geffen Company. So there's the inner sleeve here, again with the top opening, and the back. Another colored vinyl. This time it's a metallic silver vinyl, which also looks really, really nice. Interesting, this label also includes the Sub Pop logo, because I think they had already left by that point. They signed with a major label in between Bleach and Nevermind. But it's kind of neat as well. I mean, look at this silver finish. This is, of course, the vinyl edition, so Endless Nameless is not on here for timing reasons. But still a great album, nonetheless. Next, we have a third 20th anniversary Beatles single picture disc I found. I mean, these aren't easy to find in your regular shops. You have to go online, and I'm not at that point yet. But this is a really nice picture disc. Again, manufactured through Lake Records. Now, can you guess what single this is? The answer lies on the flip side. There it is. A Hard Day's Night, coupled with Things We Said Today. Really, really nice one, this one. Definitely one of their greatest singles from their early career, anyway. It's been a hard day's night. It still is. And last we have two Kinks albums, and they actually go together. It's the Preservation albums. So here's Act 1, which is just a single album. There it is. Again, reissued through BMG for its 60th anniversary. And there's the back with this nice fisheye lens picture. And it says here it was originally released in May 1974. This was actually released in like October, November 1973, so that's incorrect. And so, picked both of them up at vintage vinyl. We have the lyric insert. I like this yellow background, actually. Looks very nice. And there's the disc, again with RCA label, but replaced with BMG, like the Muswell Hillbillies album we looked at in the previous video. But thankfully, this one does come in a proper polyline inner sleeve, which is an improvement over the Muswell Hillbillies copy I have. And here's Act 2. This time, it's a double album with a gatefold. This one was released in May of '74. Yeah, there's Preservation Act 2. As indicated in this text. And there it is. Here's the cast. So, again, we have a lyric insert. This time it's sort of a plain whitish, grayish background. Which doesn't look as good as the yellow background, but at least they managed to get all the lyrics in. Even, who's supposed to sing what. So, I guess this is kind of like a lyric book, if you want to write this into a script. But there's disc 1 with the similar labels as Act 1, again in a polylined inner sleeve. I had to get these two together because, face it, they're meant to be played that way, and the fact that it's titled Acts 1 and 2 just confirms that. And you guessed it. And there's disc 2. A lovely collection of vinyl albums. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this entire collection.